This is part 1 of 2. I'm going to be installing my upper control arms on my 2007 Toyota Tundra. So if you don't feel comfortable putting your truck up on jack stands and taking your wheels off, then I would not recommend tackling this project. So just did a little bit of house cleaning, popped the clip out of here to roll this out of the way. This main wiring harness, you can unclip it kind of up there by the battery. Flipping this up out of the way, and you can see I got a socket on the nut, because as I assume most of you know, this is just one long bolt going all the way across with a nut on this end. Kind of fed my socket up in there. I'm going to use a breaker bar with probably even a cheater bar on the end of that. So I loosened up brake line from here and here. There's a 14mm up in here that I moved to kind of make a little bit of room. Put this on there. We got a little flex and everything. Ended up using the breaker bar and also the handle of the jack. Slid it on like that, and I got it to pop. So we're gonna see if we can get a little bit more movement out of it now. Let's see if it's just, nope, I think we got it broken loose. So yep, it is. The nut is turning. The bolt itself is not. So as you can see, nut's broken loose. Next thing is going to be, I've already loosened this up. We got a little gap in there. I'm going to hammer on that a little bit to hopefully let it loosen. I'm going to end up supporting the lower control arm all together with the jack. Then I can break this loose. Okay, I raised the suspension a little bit with the jack, just underneath the lower control arm. Just had some old paracord laying around. This is not load bearing so much as it's just kind of keeping it out of the way so it's not flopping all over the place. This is really loose. I'm going to back that nut off the rest of the way, drive the bolt through, and well, remove the upper control arm. Nut and washer. Okay, so I'm just going to access this from the top up there. There we go. Got the head of the bolt by. Okay. There it is. Come on, baby. There we go. Yeah, it's almost all the way against my radiator. There we go. Upper control arm out. Now, say what you want. This is probably Chinese knockoff products here. I went with the Freedom Off-Road upper control arm. The price point is absolutely ridiculously cheap in comparison to everything else. Everything looks really nicely assembled. Welds look good, nice and clean. upper control arm ball. This is 81 foot-pounds. I'll jack this up so we can take some tension off. Okay. While we're at it, put the cotter pin on there. Okay. Got the upper control arm nut off. Throw a little thread locker on here. Okay. You know what? We'll double check that just to make sure. It's kind of turning the other side. Oh my God. There it is. Good God.